Welcome to the garden. We have the broken, potentially Xbox 360 controller, and just to show it broken, nothing. That's the PC, and 190 for 1 and 4 dead. Also works directly into the mainboard. Just before anyone says, should have plugged it into the mainboard, mate. Well, I did, but I couldn't get the camera there. Now, I've never opened one of these before. Is that the right screwdriver? Let's try it. Made a very horrible noise. Let's just get into it and see what we can see. I imagine it'll be nothing, but you never know. It might even be mendable. I don't know what they actually are. They're not Phillips. Or maybe they are. Oh, does that fit? There's a little bit of slop on it, but not much. It's alright. Don't worry about it. It's certainly not JIS. What are those things called? Is it a spudger? Oh, we might have some actually. Oh, look at that. The world's worst cheapy toolkit. No way it worked. And we are back because we forgot the most obvious of all the places on consumer electronics. Under the sticker. Tell you what, you don't get that in marine. Although I suppose you could argue this is a non-serviceable part, so... the first time you pull stickers away, like that, you always want to pull them like that, pull it away. And that way it usually stops it from breaking up. Right, screwdriver, let's have another go. I'm guessing from that sticker that this hasn't been pulled apart before, despite the... Sounded healthy, didn't it? Thing is, you don't expect people to make it on hard mode for you, but as I say, it is a non-serviceable part, so get them off. So this bit comes out of its own accord. What is that? Is that just... Oh, it's just a plastic spring. Well. Okay, front bit off. Well, this one has come with it, and this one hasn't. Oh, that's the super switch, isn't it? Okay. Back on that. Guess they be the vibrators when your girlfriend's playing. Oh, I don't know what order they go in. That's what your trigger buttons are, cheapy Arduino buttons. 2 parts of the button. Again, they look like slightly better quality Arduino ones, or the ones that you get in those sets anyway. There are your rumblers. I've got a center non-symmetrical weight on it, and as it goes around you basically feel the unevenness of it, kind of like an unbalanced motor when you feel it vibrate. Hell was that? Oh, that's a start and share button. Guess there, yep, they're on there. Oop, hello. That was interesting. So, I guess that goes like that. There's liney bits there. It's going to be like that. Presses onto that. Okay. Sungway. Fascinating. Oop, that's come off. Don't know if that's supposed to come off. Does this have the... Yeah, it does. So when you press on the stick, you've got these bits here that stick out, and they act on the little buttons underneath, and they're just the same sort of button switches as these ones are. Quite interested to see how these analog triggers work, because I've never opened one of these before. Off you come. Are they force sensitive resistors? I've only used this for playing games from like Mega Drives or something on or old systems. So you press the buttons. Sorry if this is in the wrong place. And that acts on this membrane thing. And when that presses on it, it looks like it might be a force sensitive resistor motor. So what you can do then is you can work out exactly how hard it's being pressed, and you get nicer control. Oh, I hope that was no one important. Okay, press the triggers in and you can pop the main board of it out of it. Maybe. Or maybe it's still screwed in somewhere. No. A little JST. Maybe. Do I have a little 5-volt whizzer? I suppose one thing that we could do while we're here is check the cabler. So here's the thing. Let's plug her back in. I don't even know which thing I'm supposed to plug this into now. Into you. You're in. I don't know if the light came on then or not. I wasn't looking. I hope you saw. Can't tell if it's because I'm not connecting or not. 5.3. 5.03, sorry. 5.02. Probably about right for USB. Okay, well the power gets to it. What else is there? What's that oscillator for there? I've got no idea why you need an oscillator on this. Oscillator. Or maybe it isn't an oscillator, who knows. If you know what that is, comments. So this is just some levers on some pot, so you press it down and it turns the pot straightforward enough. can't see anything that looks particularly bad on there. Looking at it, it all looks pretty reasonable. There's no obvious death on it, or no obvious dry joints for the crap there, but other than that, kind of looks alright in this light. Let's just have a quick go at the other two cables. Okay. Don't know which one it is. Let's just try it. Going. Okay, that one works. And maybe this other one. Oh yeah, the other thing we said we'd do is have a look at the vibrationimeters. Do have stuff that I could use it with, possibly make it work. Let's just steal this. I'm going to guess that's too high current actually for the board. Give me a second. I'll be back shortly. Oh, of course, typically the only board I can find is a full size. See you later, mate. We never wanted to press that anyway. Is a full size breadboard. Okay. You're on 5 plus minus, even though it doesn't matter for this. Do it right, don't get in the habit of doing it wrong. Okay, you're in. See, just occasionally the starter set is actually useful. But usually it's not. That's interesting. AC/DC adapter, 9 volt, 1 amp. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. I take back what I said about the adapters being useful. Ah, God. Very occasionally an idiot in my words. We're going to have a quick look at this motor that we got out of the Xbox 360 controller. Code here, L293D, I think. Driver chip here, and then breakout board, power supply. I'm guessing it's 5 volts, so I'm using 5 volts on here. 9 volt DC in. This one works until it doesn't. And on here I've got some code that is gonna run this at, I'm gonna try doing this at 2 speeds. I don't know if it has variable vibration or not, because I've never actually used it as on an Xbox. I've only used it for old video games that don't have any function like that, so I don't know. You certainly can with a PS4 controller, but I don't know how this one compares. Initially, we're gonna run it on the Friday full fat 5 volts mode, just to basically just see if it does work like that. And then we're going to do the weeknight 127 PWM right, which will be sort of half speed, but obviously with the load, whether or not that works is a different matter. So, connect up. Okay, I'm going to hold this and try and plug it in one-handed, and we'll see what happens. Oh, full speed. Well, it does do multi-speed, and it works alright. That's not bad. Right. Get you out. So yeah. Right, a couple of things we'll have a look at. It's actually quite a nicely made pad. ABS there, I don't know if you can see it. But it's got a decent amount of strength to it for something so thin. It's reasonably sturdy. It feels pretty tough as well, which is quite impressive. Obviously it has to be for a gamepad. A lot of use. Another thing that's nice, you get these out. You got these buttons that go in and out here, whatever B and Y for this. Well, they've all got these little bits on them, and they're all slightly different. So not only can you not put it in upside down, you also can't put it in the wrong position. So it just won't go in. You put it in there, in it goes. It's a nice touch. Not sure what the point of it is, but it is certainly a nice touch. There's some other things, if you see down there, it's for FD. And it kind of shows at least they put some thought into making these. And actually I'm quite impressed with the build quality of something. For something sort of so cheap and off the shelf, it's nice. But I suppose when you're going to be giving it to kids to use for, hundreds of hours on end, hopefully, it's not surprising. One thing that we did get wrong was that the buttons are not force sensitive resistors on this. So, well, I don't know if they are or not. If you know, put it below. But I had a look at it with an AVO at work, proper AVO, and yeah, they look like they're just on or off. So it's just a digital on off. There's no analog like the switches are with the pots. Or like the PS3 buttons have certainly got them. I don't know about 2. Anyway, it's quite interesting. The cable was the bit that was a problem, and it now works, so I'm just going to reassemble it and get it on. I might show you it working. If not, catch you next time.